It is a pleasure to contribute to today's discussion on supply chain resilience. This conversation is particularly timely as sustainable trade contributes to gain prominence amid global political uncertainties, environmental challenges, and economic volatility. Reshaped trade patterns and market structures are influencing how sustainability is perceived, prioritized, and implemented across global supply chains. Supply chains are vast, complex, and deeply interconnected. And you know that many of the products have more passport stamps than we have. A single item may travel across several countries and pass through numerous stages, from sourcing raw materials, processing, to packaging, shipping, and distribution, taking advantage of differences in labor cost, available material, and regulatory environments before finally reaching the consumer. Amid all this complexity, however, there is a crucial part of the supply chain that often receives far less attention than it deserves. The first mile, as was just told also by Karine. While much discussion focuses on the last mile and getting products to consumers, we sometimes forget that if the first mile is weak, there may be very little to deliver in the last mile. The first mile, meaning the producers, are the foundation upon which global supply chains are built. Yet, despite their central role, many operate with limited resources, inadequate infrastructure, and weak enabling frameworks. As a result, they are frequently excluded from supply chain governance, decision-making processes, and even from the very sustainability initiative and support systems designed to benefit them and the ecosystem on which they depend. So supply chain, like the producers would be the lead actors in the movie on them, but often they are treated like the extras in the credits. Strengthening resilience therefore requires ensuring that those at the beginning of the chain have a stronger voice, greater support, and a meaningful seat at the table. But also let's look at the businesses that are all having much more pressure on them. On one hand, expectations from consumers are increasing. Consumers want everything to be better, faster, greener, cheaper, so basically a square circle. On the other hand, new laws and regulation, particularly in the EU, require companies to pay closer attention to what happens throughout their supply chains, including issues such as human rights, deforestation, and sustainability claims. This is why standards and certification schemes become important. They provide a common set of rules and a shared language that farmers, businesses, NGOs, and governments can all understand and work with. We are in the World Cup seasons, so we know that the standards and certification schemes are needed, as will be the referees to ensure that Ghana can win. So, greater alignment is needed between mandatory due diligence laws and voluntary sustainability systems, ensuring that the efforts complement rather than complicate one another. This is why this symposium, for the first time in Ghana, which is really great, comes at an opportune time. It brings together a large range of stakeholders to share solutions and align for resilience and sustainable supply chains. Before I conclude, let me briefly share a few stories on Switzerland's commitment to supporting sustainable integration into global markets. Since 2015, ISEAL, Alliance in Switzerland for the State Secretariat of Economic Affairs, SECO, have worked together to address some of the world's most pressing sustainability challenges. And so I would warmly thank again ISEAL also for organizing this symposium here, and a special thanks also for Karine for coming from London, which has much nicer weather now, to Ghana in the rainy season. Our partnerships help drive innovation in voluntary sustainability systems, supporting governments and companies to find practical, collaborative solutions that deliver impact at scale. In addition, Switzerland has partnered with UNIDO over the past 15 years to strengthen Ghana's quality infrastructure standards. The results have been visible and tangible. Farmer groups and oil palm mining companies certified under the RSPO have now gained price premiums that translate into improved livelihoods. At the same time, women-led SMEs certified in the HACCP have expanded their market access. This has further dovetailed into creating competitiveness and enabling environment through businesses, through the Ghana Private Sector Competitive Program. So in conclusion, building resilient and sustainable supply chain is a shared journey that requires collaboration across all actors. I wish you very fruitful and engaging discussion, and I look forward to the insights that will emerge today. Thank you very much. Nagode medase.